Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are having a good time today. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi. Success, it's a matter of degrees. Get it?
I do.
That is a motto I can appreciate. We're going to show you how you can be part of the growing millions of women starting or returning to college, and they're doing it online.
So fantastic. And I'm heading over to the kitchen. I love the kitchen.
I know you do. I don't know about your cooking.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. It's fantastic. All right, we're heading there with your help. That's YOR.
Okay.
And they've brought lots of healthy ways to get all the nutrients you need. Plus, there's a way you can improve your finances as well.
And your cooking. And speaking of money matters, how being a stay-at-home mom can help improve the family finances. Truly, we're going to explain how.
And we'll also explain how fantastic my cooking is. The Balancing Act starts right now.
When it comes to job opportunity and advancement, is it time to follow your passion and finally take steps to boost your career, increase your income, and maybe improve your life? With us discussing how women can use the power of the internet to accomplish academic and career goals is Alicia Harkless, Associate Director of Education Technology at Alabama's Troy University. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, Alicia, I want to talk about just women and, trying to do more with their lives and I think now more than ever, women are just going for everything.
Right.
But sometimes they can't put themselves first. They put the children first. It's really tough to go for that passion.
It is. Women now more than ever are doing more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
They are working full time. They're taking care of their kids. And they want to go back to get...
Maintaining a marriage.
Yes, they want to go back and get their degrees as well. And online definitely helps them with that. One of the great things about Troy University is that they have several ways that you can get a degree. You can do fully online courses, or you can do a hybrid, or you can actually go to one of the campuses to get a degree.
And it's never too late because, like I always tell my girls, I mean, they're only 11 and 13 right now, but it doesn't matter. They need to hear this. Getting a college degree, really important, girls, no matter what age. I mean, it makes a difference in life. It empowers you, doesn't it?
It does. One of the things I tell my students in my class is that education is a journey, not a destination.
That's great.
One of them, they always ask, why do you keep going back to get degrees? And I tell them, it's not actually the degree. I love learning, so I continue to go back to find out new things and to do more with education. You have to stay abreast of what's going on. So I always tell them, just because you've gotten this one degree, keep going. Things change, you learn more things, and you're able to excel more in your job that way.
But let's be honest, and I'm going to be the devil's advocate here.
Okay.
You're single, you're not married, you don't have children, and you have, I think, 4 degrees, right?
I do.
Okay, so now let's look at me. Married, children, I work, there's homework, laundry, cooking, let's go on and on and on. So what options are there for women like me that say, okay, well, I don't have the time? Like, this is really hard.
You do have the time. Online classes allows you to set your own schedule. So you might be able to do your classes in between doing laundry, or you might be able to do your classes in between cooking dinner. It's asynchronous, so you do not have to sit at the computer at a certain time to get information done. You set up your schedule and you sit there and do whatever you need to do in order to get the degree.
Which is important because I know you have your campus,
You do.
but the
We do.
online then again lets you be flexible,
Yes,
right?
very flexible, and it can be in between your full-time job.
What are some good popular online courses that you see a lot of students or women my age even going for today?
Well, we definitely offer criminal justice. I actually have a degree in that. I love
Okay.
that. Computer science, I work in that. We're seeing a lot more women go into this field than ever before. It's usually a male-dominated field, but we're seeing that now, that they are going out and getting into computer science degrees. Psychology is another big one that Troy offers as well.
And I understand also Troy has a very special relationship with the military personnel.
They do. Now, Troy loves all of their students, but our chancellor really understands, because he was in the armed forces as well, he really understands that a lot of our armed forces want to continue their education, but they don't have the time because they're fighting wars or they're over in other countries. But Troy offers such a quality education that one of the ways they're able to do that is that they partner with the military, and they help them with their financial aid. They help them with their classes and setting up advisors so that they can get their education while they're protecting our country.
And if someone is interested in doing an online course with Troy, are we talking nationwide or can it go international as well?
It is international. We have campuses in other countries as well.
And when it comes to also doing the online courses, you do it at your own pace. Is there support also along the way? Because sometimes you lose that personal connection with somebody.
Well, one of the things that I think Troy really prides themselves on is that they want the online community to be just like how you would be if you were at a brick and mortar college. So they've set up Trojan Cafe, which is our online community for the people who are taking classes everywhere to have a one-stop shop where they can go and communicate with people who have already completed a degree and find out how they did it. How did they manage going to work and having the family and the husband? And so they offer different areas in Trojan Cafe. We also have a lot of organizations in Blackboard that they can get joined so that they have that sense of community as well.
So really something for someone in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and I can just go on even up to their 60s and 70s.
Yes, we have students of all ages. I have a few in my class.
There you go. What's the website for Troy?
It's troy.edu/eTroy.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And of course, if you'd like more information on this segment and Troy University, you could also visit us at thebalancingAct.com or get a little bit social. Care to share by logging on to Facebook/The Balancing Act Fans.
Today's hectic lifestyles, poor diets, and substandard supplements rob our bodies of nutrients we need for optimum health. And joining us to talk about how we can make your one body your best body is Dave Nelson of Your Health, an international advocate for better health and lifestyles. Welcome, Dave. It's so great to have you here on set.
Thanks so much for having me.
I mean, look at this. We've got just a feast of things here. And I just want to start with you and ask you how we can repair some of the damage that we really have done to our bodies.
Yeah, well, it's quite a simple one because the human body is an amazing machine. It's designed to be healthy, to repair itself. The problem is we don't feed it too well.
Yeah.
And that's where Your Health comes in. That's where we help provide people with all the nutrients they're not getting from their diet and help bridge that gap. And the results are incredible.
Unbelievable. You know, I was browsing your website and I came across thousands of, successful body transformation stories. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, well, I think the product, they're that effective that in just 8 weeks, you're going to see a significant physical difference.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we actually guarantee results. And the average person loses about 14 pounds in that period. But it's not just weight loss. We also have a sculpt category, male and female. But what's really impressive about it is if you go and read the stories,
Yes.
it's about what people feel from the inside out, I think is most important.
It sounds like such an empowering program. And let's hear what people think about that, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
If I'm getting great results from these products without training, imagine what it's going to be like when I can train.
In 8 weeks, we're now fitter, stronger, and faster than we were at the start.
Now to have lost 152 pounds, honestly, I never thought I could say that.
My total amount of weight loss has been 103 pounds.
I was able to lose 35 pounds in 8 weeks.
I really dreamed of having this type of body.
People always ask me, what can I use to supplement? And I know that not everyone can afford organic, fresh, beautiful food every single day. And once I found the super greens and the digest enzymes, the benefits have been incredible.
Wow, such great stories. I mean, tell me, what makes your health product line so different than what's out there?
Yeah, well, we've all heard the saying before, you are what you eat.
Absolutely.
It's not entirely true. There's a little bit more to it. You're actually what you absorb. And enzymes are actually what take the nutrients from your food so you can absorb them.
Okay.
The problem being most supplements, most food we eat is enzyme dead. So we struggle to get the nutrients out of them. We get bloated after eating, which isn't normal.
Yes.
And that's where we come in and help you not only absorb the supplements, but also the food you're eating every day. So it works both ways.
So I see you brought some of your health products here. I'm so excited. Just tell me about what we've got here.
Yeah, well, I use them all, but definitely the most important element of our health is digestion and elimination. So for that, we have 2 main products, the Your Probiotic Ultra and Your Digest Ultra.
Okay.
And this actually works in synergy to help your health from the inside out.
I'm taking these right to my dressing room right now. Just kidding. That's what people need. That is so important.
Yes, work from the inside out. Most people try and work from the outside in.
Absolutely.
Doesn't work.
Got it.
The next product is one you're actually going to get to try.
Okay, cool. I love that.
We've got the Your Shake, which is super high in nutrition, extremely low in calories, and again, what's unique is the enzymes helping you digest and absorb it. And you're going to see it tastes pretty delicious, and it's very convenient.
Okay,
so
and this looks like a chocolate milkshake to me, so I'm like loving this. Wow, that's yummy.
Not bad, yeah.
And I hear some of your folks found a way to make this into like, you know, balls, like, and use the shake, and so you don't have to all use the shake. There are ways to do it. This is
you
great.
can change it up.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
What else have you got?
The next product, my favorite product, is actually the Your Super Greens. So what we have here is 24 serves of fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
So you're going to get that in just one scoop in a fresh, delicious juice like this.
I'm ready.
You can try this.
I'm ready. Super Greens.
And you're getting 24 serves just in one hit, which is, imagine trying to eat that all day.
Oh my gosh, no, this is like my favorite thing now. This is fantastic, and so is this.
Absolutely. Big hit in Australia, big hit down under.
Now, for those of you, or people that want to share their, you know, what's happened with them and their transformations, you also have a way to do that with people that are involved in your company.
We do, because health's such an important element of your overall happiness.
Yes.
But so is your work.
Yeah.
Doing something you love, that's empowering, that can set you up with financial freedom. And that's what we really do as well. And I think in the world right now, the two biggest problems are health and financial struggle.
That's
and we really have solutions for both. And I think the best thing about it is it's super simple. You can start it part-time, either from home or working it on top of your full-time job. And we now have housewives, sometimes they're the breadwinner for the family, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely, love that. You know, your approach is so comprehensive. How can we find out more?
Yes, what we've done is set up a special website for all Balancing Act viewers.
Fantastic.
We've got some exclusive specials, one-time offers. So what you do have to go to is yourspecial.com, spelled Y-O-R.
That's right, not Y-O-U-R.
Correct, yeah, and log on there. And if you want to be part of this digestive health movement that's going across America, the world, and change your body in just 8 weeks.
Dave, it was so great to have you. You have to come back and see us.
Thanks so much for having me. I hope I'm welcome back.
You are welcome back. And to learn more about maximizing your nutrient absorption for your best body possible, you can also visit us here at thebalancingact.com or get social and log on to Facebook/The Balancing Act Fans.
It's everyday gourmet time, and what better way to celebrate every day than with warm, wholesome food? Our series continues with the ever-popular ramen noodle, and today's menu looks excellent. What do you say? Shall we start with brunch?
Hey, it's brunch time. How about some Maruchan noodle bowls with our eggs?
Why not?
Okay.
Noodle bowls are not just for lunch or dinner, they actually go great with eggs. Using your flavor packets according to instructions, microwave your bowls for 3 minutes.
So, my dear, what would you like to do this evening?
You know what? I think I want to go to the movies tonight.
Movies?
While the bowls are in the microwave, scramble 2 eggs for each of you and cook a few strips of bacon. When the bowls are done, top each with 2 scrambled eggs, a little crumbled bacon, and your favorite herbs. Set a romantic mood with mimosas. Now, that's a new twist on egg drop soup.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's another anytime idea when you're hungry. Maruchan noodles make delicious macaroni salads, great for a camping trip or even a picnic. Now, depending on the size of your adventure, make 2 or more bowls of ramen noodles. Microwave according to directions. Pour the noodles into a portable container. Mix in some diced red pepper, snap peas, carrots, and celery. Add a few grape or cherry tomatoes. Stir in mayonnaise or your favorite salad dressing to taste. You can refrigerate your macaroni salad overnight or add it directly to your cooler. Prefer to keep your meal warm? Just put your favorite noodle recipes in thermal containers. Enjoy. Need a midnight snack? Mix your ramen noodles with bits of leftover turkey for a melatonin twist. Good night's sleep. Here you come. I wouldn't have thought of some of those. What great ideas for enjoying noodles anytime you're hungry. Now head to Maruchan.com for more delicious ideas on how to use ramen noodles. And you can find Maruchan ramen noodles in the soup aisle of your local supermarket. And don't forget to check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Are you a stay-at-home mom, or do you wish you were? Well, there's actually great value in being a stay-at-home mom for yourself, your family, and your community. You might think you can't afford to quit your job, but my next guest says it's possible with the right know-how. As we continue our Money Matters series with Trisha Brown from Bright Peak Financial, it's always great to have you in the studio.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
You always have great tips. Let's start right off the bat with talking about the benefits of being a stay-at-home mom.
For the mom and the family, if it's right, the benefits can be tremendous. As you probably know, early childhood is a really critical time for kids.
You can't get it back.
Yeah. And the quality of care can really impact a child's academic achievement for years to come. So if you're able to be a stay-at-home parent, you have complete control of what that care is. What people aren't familiar with are some of the other benefits. Balancing work and life and the family life is really challenging.
Stressful too.
Yeah, for dads, moms, and the kids. So if you're able to have one parent focus on the home and another parent focus on the work, many families have found that there's diminished stress and strife within the family.
I'm sure. Now, there've got to be statistics out there somewhere, and if anyone knows them, it's you, about stay-at-home moms.
Actually, an organization called Salary.com that does investigations on salaries for all kinds of jobs looks at what a fair wage would be for moms. The typical stay-at-home mom works over 96 hours a week, is a chef, a teacher, a financial manager, a million other things.
Yeah.
And so what they've found is that if you were to compensate them fairly for what they're doing, it would be nearly $119,000 a year.
Wow. Moms, are you listening? You're worth it. That's a big number, and there's great value in what moms are doing. And so help me understand how to make it financially possible to stay at home with your kids.
You know, it does cost to give up a paycheck.
Right.
It really does cost a family, but not as much as most people think. There are tremendous savings that people realize when they are staying at home. The first and most obvious is that you're not paying for those expensive childcare costs.
Yeah, they can be enormous. If both parents are working, it's a big ticket right there.
Exactly. But beyond that, actually, families have seen a big reduction in food costs because they're eating out less.
Right.
Transportation costs can also go down because you're not commuting and putting all that wear and tear on a car. And some families drop cars, feel that they can survive with one car. Actually, people see reductions in sort of clothing costs because you're not having to do laundry and get those expensive work clothes.
And dry cleaning. You know, work clothes and going to that. Those are 5 or 6 huge cutouts.
Exactly.
You know, what about families? What can they do about? I know this is a big question about insurance, and if one leaves and only one works. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that's a really important thing for people to think about before they make a move. So what we would suggest is that they talk to their husband's employer.
Or their wives.
Or their wives, exactly, you're right. And see what kinds of insurance will transfer over.
Right.
For the most part, health insurance is one that is open to the whole family, but it's important to find out when they can qualify for that health insurance, how much it's going to cost, and what it's going to take to get it.
But disability and life insurance, they do not transfer, right? So that's something you need to take a look at.
Yeah, no, unfortunately they don't. They are so important to help a parent protect the economic value that they bring to a family, and yet employers are typically only offering that to the employee, and it doesn't transfer to the stay-at-home spouse. There are options out there, and we work with many families and are able to help them navigate both the employer landscape to figure out what they can get there, and then what their options are for purchasing independently.
You know, such great information. And where can our viewers find you if they're thinking about doing this for their family?
Yeah, our website has great resources. It's brightpeakfinancial.com, and they can find both books and blogs about it, as well as resources for accessing a financial professional that can help them talk through what their options are.
Fantastic. I've seen your website, and there's so much free information there and videos and blogs. It's just a great resource. So thank you so much again for stopping by.
Thank you.
Great to see you, Trisha.
You too.
And remember to log on to our website, thebalancingact.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Such great information on today's show. And also we can connect food and finances. We got them both in today. Love
I like that. And of course, options for online education as well.
Remember, lots more on our website, thebalancingact.com.
We're also on Facebook and Twitter, so until the next time.
Remember, find your balance. So long, everybody.